Hey there friends, I'm Andrew from the Scrapbox, and you're probably wondering, Andrew, did you take a week off? And the answer is, of course not. I spent the week redesigning my entire Lego office. I also got a really bad heat rash from it, and I currently have a sinus infection, but I think that one's unrelated. Anyways, let's take a look at the Lego office, 2025 edition. This is what my office normally looks like. Covered in tons of projects, they're on the floor, in the filming process, all over the desktops, everything is a mess. And then the dreaded ceiling light has a cord running all the way down the wall, and the same over here. It's awful. There's also a bunch of stuff on display that I don't care for that's just there because I thrifted it. But the worst part is, it's really, really hot. For those out of the loop, my AC is basically non-existent. Does the unit exist? Yes. If it's hotter than 95 outside, you could turn the AC unit on. It just won't make things cooler, which sucks because it's been 105, 107 for the past 2 weeks. Right now it's 92 in the office. Last week when I redid the office, it was about 103 and I said, yeah, that's great. I'll work in there all day on building things and using tools and The reason most of my projects sit on my desk is there's not enough room on the shelves, so step one is clearing off items I don't need or want displayed anymore. I regret this so much. I'm not a fan of Pops, but when I saw the movie, I thought this one was really cool, where Goose was eating the Cosmic Cube, or the Tesseract, whatever you want to call it. Then I went to go get one, and the person I was with was like, oh, there's a Chase variant, you have to get it, it's gonna be so much money. And this is so much worse than this one. This one's much cooler. I've regretted this choice ever since, and I don't even want this. You might also notice that my Derpy Tiger and Sussy Magpie are not up there. I didn't take them down, but give you a hint.
That's a big hole, Bob.
And if you look all the way down here, right in this tiny little crevice, hey, that's a terrible paint job, but hey, look, a toe. He looks more parts than Tiger. There he is. I'll fix him eventually. But with most of my unwanted displays set aside to be parted out, we can work on the IKEA desk. This is my old IKEA desk, and as you can see, it is both too big, jutting out from these very poorly painted bookshelves, and also too small because I have a huge gap right here. So we're gonna fix that by making a floating desk. They wouldn't let me donate it because it had a big scratch on it, which is kind of the reason I wanted to get rid of it. So it has been dismantled into tiny pieces, which will eventually be chopped up and thrown away. Which is sad, but I can't donate it. Houston, we have wood.
You can get this.
And now all the pieces have been cut to 69 inches. That wasn't a joke. Why would I joke about something like that? Come on, you guys. Now all we need is a bit of extras and some stain, and suddenly we have... Oh my goodness, it actually fits. And this was not planned, but these fit perfectly in here. I don't know if I'll put them in there. I was planning on putting like gray boxes so it looks nice, but we'll see. I also got new brackets and restained this shelf so it would match better. And overall, it looks nice. The desk looks very vibrant on camera, which is good because my other desk looks like this, which isn't great for filming. These old shelves need much better paint, and while I'm at it, I might as well build a whole top shelf section. Also a fixed Derpy. It doesn't look terrible, but now I gotta put everything back. Also, I still don't know what to do with these. I can't have this. That's gross. And also, they're very bright, which is great for filming, but they heat up the room. I flip this around, and then that's gonna go right here. Okay, I took out 2 of the bulbs, which doesn't look amazing, but it's much less intense lighting. I've also got this weird thing to make that wire look better. There you go. Nice. Neat. I'll eventually get a gold one that has better lights. Speaking of lights, one of the things I really wanted to do for all of the display cabinets is to put LED strips vertically along the doors so it would light things up, it would look really nice. And so I went and I got This isn't it. This is the same brand. Govee LED strips, advertised as smart strips or smart home strips. And as you can see on this box, it works with, these work with smart homes. And so I said, oh yeah, I know the brand. It says smart LED strips. We're good to go. And I bought like 140 feet of it. And then I spent hours in the heat wiring it up to the first cabinet. This beautiful cabinet, which used to be brown, but I painted it just for this occasion. Also, I fixed the doors. Some people would marvel at this wiring, some people would gag at this wiring, but I'm just hoping it works. I'm gonna guess 2 out of 5 of these shelves are gonna light up. Let's plug it in. I guess the default mode is sound activated, and 3 of the 5 light up, which isn't too bad. Looks like I just pulled them undone, so let's see. There we go. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. A job well done. But you see, there's a problem. These, listed as smart LED strips, even though it says connects with your Govee app, they only connect via Bluetooth. These are not smart LED strips. They can't connect to your automated home system, and therefore, they're useless. And I spent all that time in the heat for nothing. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm just gonna manually change that one to white light and then put a smart plug on it so it won't change color, but it'll at least light up with my Google Home. Hey, did you guys know that IKEA glass has a history of randomly shattering? I sure didn't, until I was woken up at 5:30 a.m. to heat rash, sinus infection, glass shrapnel everywhere. It's been a great week. Now I gotta figure out how to actually display things. Like, I only need one example of a Slicer and a Robo-Rider, and sorry, but I'm not a big Bionicle fan, so I think this is gonna do for now. I have all my Smithskys on display in one of these big divided boxes, and I was thinking of putting my smaller projects in a second big box, and that might make it look nice. I'm also giving the dragons these little stands. It's simple water and some rocks, and this way they can be posed flying up there with the flyers. Man, these are looking pretty nice, but if only there was some giant cool red dragon that could fly above them all. Too bad there's no cool red dragons. And I'm not a huge fan of all the poles sticking out, but I wasn't going to put little strings on all of the dragons and pin them to the ceiling, because I think that looked just as bad. Now these are the most recent CMF series that I've completed, but these ones down here are not completed, and they don't look good as they are. So I ended up putting the finished minifigures back on their stadium seating, and then the pieces to the rest are kept in these containers. When I finish a minifigure, it'll be added to the stadium. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot better. I like my Dratini in a jar. I like my big Bulbasaur. I like my little Cubones. But despite this being a pop, I'm not the biggest fan of pops, so I don't know what to do with these. Do I keep them? Do I give them away? I got 2 Charmanders here. Charmander's not even my favorite. Yeah, I think we keep it nice and simple like that. I got Big Top in the crew up there, all nice and ready. I was thinking of making one big stand that has all the Poppy Playtime characters in it, but I don't know. Got my Superman customs in here, all the ones that have actual custom pieces. It's going in there just for now to fill the space, but that's not its final resting place. This is just poster board, so I want to take all of these off and put them in their own display and probably put it up there. But that's a problem for the future. Speaking of future problems, eventually I want this whole top shelf to be a space diorama. And I'll probably move these and make a castle diorama down here on this shelf. As for this big blank space, well, first of all, I got this for $3 and it looked a lot smaller, and I'm like, that'll be great for holding things while filming. And this is humongous. But if we put that aside, this, I think, needs some wall art. I have this one giant frame which might look nice up there, but I think it would be nicer to have 3 of these smaller frames up there. Only downside is I only got 2 of them, so I'd have to see if Home Goods had a 3rd one. And I bought these back in February, so... As for the Marvel Legends, the Marvel Legend display. I need your guys' advice. Do I keep them? Do I... The old diorama is made out of foam, it's fallen apart. So do I tear out the whole thing and build a new one? Do I spend basically the same amount of effort to patch up the old one? Or do I do something different? Let me know your opinions down in the comments. Right now though, Chris Pratt is reenacting the glass dish dilemma. Oh, he fell. There's still a lot to do, but I think this is all I can get done right now at the moment. So let's take a look at what we currently have in our semi-finalized Lego office. And there you have it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Give me some great ideas for new displays. I know got a lot of empty space on that new upper bookshelf level. As always, I've been Andrew. You've been watching the Scrapbox. Make sure to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, and most of all, stay out of the heat. It's 8 p.m. I am sweating right now. See ya. Bye.